Okay, do I hear you right,
Listen.
Jeannine? You're challenging Emma Fyfe to a movie trivia Schmoedown match.
It's not that hard to understand.
I accept.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Jeannine!
And even though Ben Bateman is only 1-1, he has made a huge impact on this league with his attitude, his knowledge. He's challenging everyone.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Mark
Jeannine, you are also going to be at the Collider Collision.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Facing
Facing what?
Mark Andreyko and Stacey Howard. It's a triple threat match.
But don't count out the machine. She's 2-0. She had 2 really solid matches. The winner of this match will play Ethan
So it
Irwin.
is down to the machine and Mark Andreyko.
This bro-centric 2014 rom-com starred Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Michael B. Jordan.
And your winner, advancing to the #1 contender.
Bateman called out Mance in the post-game of his last match, and Mance accepted. The winner of this match would move on to face John Roca.
And your winner,
Ben the Boss Bateman! We're looking for Jim Broadbent.
You were a kid, you were a rookie, you made your way. Now you've been talking about facing me, and now it's come.
the winner of this is going to play the winner of Guy and Mark Riley.
And your winner, the Outlaw, John
Welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'm Christian Harloff. The Ultimate Schmoedown kind of begins today. The singles. I'm Christian Harloff. That's Mark Ellis. Hey everyone, Christian. You know what I love are 2 things in life: wearing pants and gauntlets, and we got both of them here today.
Surprised the Redskins weren't involved in that.
I love the
analogy.
Washington franchise as well.
All right, so we are now getting into the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. This is a gauntlet. What does this mean?
I don't know.
Well, there are 8 spots this year, not the normal 16 as years past, but there are 8 spots, and what we had was 6 competitors that made it into that tournament. If you look there, you have Mark Andreyko versus Drew McWeeny, Clark Wolf playing the winner of this gauntlet we're about to talk about in a second. And on the other side of the bracket, Dan Murrell faces Stacey Howard, and underneath there, that is Mr. Ethan Irwin playing Chance Ellison. How did that happen? Well, 5 names were thrown into a hat. Chance Ellison, Ben Bateman, Jeannine The Machine, Josh Macuga, and the Professor Lon Harris. 1 competitor got the magic number, Chance Ellison, right into the tournament. The remaining 4 battle it out today. 1 day they have to play 2 matches to make it to play Clark Wolf.
That means we have to announce 3 matches today, and boy, are we up for the job. Not since a classic 80s game for Nintendo, Gauntlet, has the word been so properly utilized as it is here today, Christian. First up, Jeannine The Machine versus Ben Bateman. How do you see this one going down?
This is a tough one because Ben Bateman has had a rough go in singles. He's done very well in teams, as we have just seen. However, in singles, he's had some rough spots. He lost against Mark Andreyko, and he lost to John Roca. He needs to win 5 victories to get himself to that title match. Jeannine The Machine, again, had a little bit of a rough go. She is a rookie this year, and she started off strong. Collider Collision, she had Mark Andreyko and Stacey Howard beat and had a big, had a problematic 3rd round and ultimately lost the match. so she's trying to earn her spot.
And I like this matchup here today because, like you said, both competitors have something to prove. Will Ben Bateman once again crap the proverbial bed in singles, or will Jeannine the Machine have the metaphorical glass slipper of a Cinderella?
Well, we're going to also hear from them because not only do Machine and Bateman bring the fire themselves, they both have managers.
Oh,
That's
boy.
right. Jeannine the Machine managed by Jay Washington, but Ben Bateman, since the success of the Ultimate Schmoedown teams, is now represented by Finstock. Here we go.
I'm managing a thoroughbred here. It's not teams anymore. This is singles. Okay?
I found my guy, okay? Right here. You want to talk thoroughbreds? Look at this guy. Where I found this guy? The Winners Museum. You know where I'm going to go? The Champions Museum. You guys keep putting me up against fans? What, Dale the dude late to the party? I'm basically the living, breathing Make-A-Wish Foundation, okay? I get to meet my fans, show them a good time. It's a great time for everybody.
We're here with a positive and a negative. The positive is you get a chance out of a chance to get to a chance to get to the... Is that a positive?
This guy, Jay Washington, I mean, what's he deadlifting, like 6,000 pounds at the gym he's at? The guy has, I think, the one sweatshirt. I hope he washes it. You know, I've beaten this guy before. He somehow tags on to other people, this girl Jeannine, who I have no idea who even she is. But either way, you put Jay Washington on your team, you're a loser. Period.
Today feels like a day full of maybes. Maybe Ben's pants are so tight because they're full of movie trivia. Maybe,
Full of shit.
Maybe Mike Kalinowski had something to do with that random drawing to get his boy Choice, whatever the hell his name is.
Some dude with some
Automatically
baggy
in the
pants that
tournament.
don't fit him. You get what I'm saying? The kid came here from Arizona, which I'm trying to figure out what is the big damn deal about it, but it is... I'm sorry.
Dude has never had a singles match,
But all of a sudden, he just so happened to be in this, right?
must be nice to have the commission in your pocket, boys.
Must be
Yeah.
great.
Jeannine the Machine, there's one thing she did right. Early on, she was a fan of the Action Army. And you all know I'm Action Army for life.
It's a good move.
You know, she wants to forfeit, I'm all for it. She wants to play her hero, show her a good time.
I'm not worried about
Oh
it.
no, today's the day to shut people up.
Shut them all up. And it's only two things you can do about it. That's nothing and watch the machine, damn it.
All the ladies, all the belts.
Jeannine, you're graduating. You were JV, I own the school, okay? That's what's going on. I'm the dean. It's over for you.
Principal.
You're gonna lose to me. Have a good time, whatever. I don't really give a shit. I'm here for Roca. That's it.
A lot of words, a lot of fire thrown. Finstock wants to beat Washington once again. Machine looking to take out Bateman, who was once a fan of Bateman way back when, but now it is the time for these two to do battle. Mark, who do you got in this?
I mean, the interviews were great. I'm not sure the word manager applies. I didn't see a whole lot of coaching going on. I saw a lot of yapping, and that's what we're going to get here on the desk, but they're going to have to yap the correct answer. I like Jeannine's odds in here. Like you said, Bateman coming off a couple near misses in singles. He might be wounded pride when it comes to just him up on the desk with no teammate to rely on. Jeannine the Machine, she knows how to win a singles match. I think she might pull off the upset here today.
Here is the tale of the tape. Jeannine the Machine. Comic book movies, romantic comedies, and staring into your soul with a wonderful costume.
Yeah, she's done that to me many times.
Ben the Boss Bateman, movie release dates, Oscar movies, and laughing at you no matter what you do and making you feel bad about yourself.
And appraising Magic the Gathering cards. Going to make me a rich man. I'm going to Hawaii. I will send you a postcard.
Are you ready to get going?
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Introducing first, representing the Viper Squad with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, accompanied to the ring by the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington, Jeannine The Machine.
Ready to play ball.
She is ready.
Look at that
Bionic
robotic arm.
Yep.
cyborg of some sort. Punching the viewer at home.
Yeah, cracking the lens.
A lot of our viewers online and a lot of our reactors felt that punch.
I love the confidence of Jeannine the Machine, and you know Jay Washington looking for the win here. He is not happy. Not happy that Jeannine has to compete in this gauntlet, but we will see what happens as we announce and her opponent with a record of 2 wins.
Oh boy.
3 defeats. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Team Finalist, accompanied to the ring by his manager, Finstock, and his partner, Mark Yoni Riley, Ben, the Boss Bateman!
All right,
I love Riley. I love Riley walking to the ring.
His
with them.
new teammate. Yeah, look at them being very chummy.
Yeah, I can't believe
So Jeannine punches the camera. Ben Bateman blows it a kiss. Which one did the home viewer like more? Weigh in now on Twitter.
Well, they are setting up, ready to go. Ben the Boss Bateman with Mark Riley, still not used to that sight, even though they have played together many times. And there is Dagnino saying something stupid.
Have you ever been overseas, clown?
Who are you talking to?
Yes, sir.
You.
I just got back from my latest USO tour.
That's not bad. But I'm
Good.
talking to the other clown.
I can cut your mic off anytime I want. All right, so
Boy,
as-
you
just
punch a shark
crumbled.
in the nose and they swim away.
That's it. They crumble. Let us get to the rules of round number 1. Here we go. Rules of round number 1. Mark, how does it work?
In round number 1 of this match, it's going to play like a normal singles match. So, Jeannine, Ben, you're going to hear 8 questions from 8 different corners of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown galaxy. These questions are asked to the field. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question, so you can't lose points. There's no stealing in round 1. As soon as we ask each question, please write down your best attempt at the correct answer on the whiteboard in front of you with the marker that I bought myself at Michael's earlier today. You will then have 15 seconds to complete writing before we ask you by name to reveal your answer. Once we do so, please show what you wrote on the whiteboard to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. I'll remind each competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question right, you need to buy yourself some time. Ask us to repeat the question. You also each get 1 challenge to use at any time during all 3 rounds. Christian, I feel like the competitors are ready. Jay Washington just showered at 24-hour fitness. Tom Dagnino just fake tanned. I think we're good to go.
Bateman, you ready?
Born ready.
Machine, are you ready?
Sweet Christmas, I'm ready.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
There it is.
All right, round number 1. Question number 1 comes in the realm of action-adventure. Besides Tom Cruise, what actor has appeared in the most films in the Mission Impossible franchise?
Boy, you got excited. Most films.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Movie Phone.
No, that's Matt Ashley. 5,
Congrats to him.
4, yeah.
You're a good buddy.
3, 2, 1. Ben Bateman.
Ving Rhames.
Correct. Jeannine.
Bing Rames.
Tie game. All right. Next
Tied
question.
up after 1. Your next category is
You learned that on my
family
show?
films, the last section you want to go to in Blockbuster Video. Your question is, name 1 of the 4 odd jobs that Dick Van Dyke's jack-of-all-trades Cockney character Bert has in Mary Poppins. A criminally overrated babysitter, in my opinion.
You think he's overrated?
She shoves sugar down the kids' throats. They're going to have health
5,
problems later in life because
4,
she babysat them.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jeannine.
Chimney sweep.
That's correct.
He's a painter.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect. No painter in there. Okay, next question.
All right.
Next question.
Ben did not use a challenge.
He did not. He did not. Next question. Category of dramas. Dramas. Which 2016 film stars Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine, and Ben Foster?
Fun fact, they all are actors.
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ben Bateman.
Finest hours.
Incorrect. Jeannine.
Hell or high water.
That's correct. Jeannine
all
going
right.
up by 2 points here. Next question.
Bateman stumbling here early. See if he can recover with the next category, and that would be 1980s. Movies that came out in the 80s. Your question is, who plays newspaper reporter Irwin Fletcher in the 1985 film Fletch? Thank you very little.
I love that movie.
Like a
Dr.
steak
Rosenrosen.
sandwich and a steak sandwich.
Dr.
Before your
Rosenpenis.
time?
5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jeannine.
Don't have it.
Didn't have it, Ben.
Chevy Chase.
That's correct. 3-2. Chevy Chase
It
is the answer.
Chevy Chase, one of the most well-liked actors of any generation.
Here we go. Next question. Fantasy sci-fi. Who plays Snow White in 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman? Snow Mirror Mirror.
What are you doing, man?
What?
I like that movie.
I know.
Mirror, Mirror?
I know.
God, it's a great movie.
5. That's false. 4,
It's not good.
3,
It's great.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Ben Bateman.
Kristen Stewart.
You got it. Jeannine?
Kristen Stewart.
Yep. 4-3. Machine keeping her 1-point lead here.
Okay, your next category comes from the world of comedies. Haha. Your question is, what is the self-imposed nickname of Rebel Wilson's character in the Pitch Perfect franchise?
Jeannine looks like Jeannine already wrote her answer down.
I'm worried about Jeannine. That arm looks too realistically robotic.
5,
Like
4,
it's so real.
3. It does.
Is it actual
2,
metal?
1. Pens down, please. And Jeannine.
Fat Amy.
Correct. Ben.
Fat Betty.
Oh, just missed it. Machine goes
boy.
back up by 2. Machine goes back up by 2. A 5-point round so far by Machine over the boss here. Next question. Horror/thriller. Who directed 2012's The Cabin in the Woods?
What do you like better, Cabin in the Woods or Mirror, Mirror?
That's a hard one.
Incorrect, because Mirror, Mirror is better than every movie not named 13 Hours.
5, 4, 3. You just got replaced. 2, 1. Pens down, please. Ben Bateman.
Drew Goddard.
Correct. Jeannine
have it.
Didn't have it. 5-4. Bateman getting back within 1 point.
All right.
So now back and forth they go.
Could be tied, because this is the last question in round 1, and this question is a Patreon question. Thanks to all our Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon supporters. Select which tier is right for you today. This question comes from loyal patron Andy Schick. Andy Schick, a regular supporter. Thanks so much, Andy. Love your razors as well. Andy wanted the category of animated movies. These are movies that are drawn by hand or on a computer. And Andy wanted this question in the world of animated films. Released in the year 2007, what was the 8th Pixar film? The 8th. The number just after 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Jeannine.
Toy Story 2.
It's incorrect. Ben.
The Incredibles.
That's incorrect.
Looking for Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Incredibles came out in 2004.
And a hush goes over the crowd.
Yeah. Incredibles came out in 2004.
Movie release date's my ass, am I right?
All right. So, Bateman and Machine starting off here. Machine up by 1 here. 5-4. 1-point lead over the boss. And now we get to round number 2. Mark, it is the wheel round. How does that go?
Round number 2 works like this. Here's how round number 2 works. It is called the wheel round, the wheel of justice, doom, perhaps fate for both competitors. Each competitor gets 1 spin at the wheel. Whatever category it lands on, you must answer 4 questions in said genre. Each question's worth 2 points. However, if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us to give you multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1 point. I will also remind the competitors that stealing is available in round number 2. And just to recap, if you go to the wheel, you spin a category, you don't like it, you can have 1 mulligan spin unless it lands on the dreaded opponent's choice. And I will point out that today's wheel, we have a sponsored wheel slice from our Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. That category is coming of age. So if they spin coming of age, it's going to be a Patreon selected slice. Right. Okay, Ben Bateman, you are the favorite, but you are not in the lead. That goes to Jeannine the Machine. Would you, Jeannine, like to spin first or defer to your besuited opponent?
Like the boss, I also like to play from behind.
Oh,
wow.
All right, so there you go.
Getting a little scandalous.
Ben, as you know, please spin from the wheel, not the pegs. I'm going to make a shirt out of that.
Grab the actual wheel, not the pegs.
Don't
touch the pegs!
Don't
Don't
do the
touch the pegs! Don't touch the pegs!
There's the spin. I thought he was doing it to mock me. Thank you for yelling at me. No, they don't even listen.
You can
like
dress
kids.
up, you
It's
can
like
class
kids.
it up in a suit.
It's like kids. One.
Ben the peg grabber Bateman.
Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this.
This could be thriller, Christian.
New releases.
New releases.
New releases.
Is he up on current events?
New releases. What is he going to do?
He's thinking about it.
He's going to stick with it. All right, I got it. New releases here. New releases. And Ben Bateman will be spinning new releases. New releases. Here we go. Ben, you got 4 questions in the realm of new releases, starting with in 2018's Annihilation. What is the name given to the mysterious expanding zone where the rules of nature do not apply? Five, 4, 3, 2.
The Shimmer.
Correct. For 2 points. All right.
Thought that one through. He's got himself his first lead of the match.
In Disney's A Wrinkle in Time. In Disney's A Wrinkle in Time, who plays Meg's father, Dr. Alexander Murray, who mysteriously disappeared?
Chris Pine.
2 points. All right.
Chris Pine says the band Van Halen in that movie.
All right. Who played A.A. Milne in the film Goodbye, Christopher Robin? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Domhnall Gleeson.
That's correct. Domhnall Gleeson.
All right. Hard name to pronounce.
Pronounced
but he got
Donald,
it right.
but he got it. All right. Here we go. Last one. Here we go. Who voices Chief, the leader of the main pack of alpha dogs in Wes Anderson's Isle of Dogs? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Edward Norton, B, Bryan Cranston, C, Liv Schreiber, D, Jeff Goldblum? Five, 4.
Bryan Cranston.
1 point.
Oh,
Ben
and a
Bateman.
Sterling second round
Up
by
by
Ben Bateman.
6. Up by 6 as we get to Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine the Machine
And
now
please tell your
spilled from
robotic
the
arm to grab the actual wheel.
There's the spin.
There we go.
And there it is.
That's
There's
a good
the
spin
spin.
right there. Round and round it goes, and all of a sudden, Jeannine looking up at Ben Bateman. A 6-point advantage. Very good maneuvering of round number 2 by Mr. Bateman.
There is the spin.
And it looks like
Coming
could be opponent's choice, Christian. It's coming around awful fast. Oh!
Oscars. Oscar movies. Wheel.
She is spinning again.
And there it is.
Spinning away from the Oscars. And will it be Oscars? Will it be perhaps opponent's choice again? Will it be something she wants? Will it be rom-coms?
Going away. It's going to. Oh,
Okay.
closest spinners. Wait a minute.
Could be Cameron Diaz.
That's
Everybody
good,
loves
though.
Cameron
Coming
Diaz.
of age. Coming of age. All right, so Jeannine's going to get coming of age.
All right. That is right, and that is a Patreon slice, as we mentioned. Abel Munoz. Thank you so
Abel.
much, Abel.
Yeah.
Sponsoring the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. And now we get to coming of age. Abel may be coming of age himself. Thank you for letting us be a part of that very painful process. Okay, go to coming of age films. Here we are, Jeannine. You find yourself trailing by 6. And your first question is, in 10 Things I Hate About You, how does Kat distract the teacher to get Patrick out of detention?
She flashes him.
She does indeed flash him.
Yep.
And, wow. Starting off racy here.
Yep.
All right, your next question. What is the name of Ferris Bueller's girlfriend?
Doesn't know it.
5,
I can tell.
4.
The answer.
I think I know it, but
3.
multiple choice.
We can provide that. Is it A, Dinah, B, Sloan, C, Gwen,
Sloan.
D? It is
1
in
point.
fact Sloan.
1 point.
Is in fact Sloan. She's within 3 with 2 to go. She gets both these right off the bat. She will be back in the lead going into round number 3. Next question. In Wet Hot American Summer, 2 camp counselors get married. Michael Ian Black played one of them. Who played the other?
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Paul Rudd, B, Jeannine Garofalo, C, Elizabeth Banks, or D, Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
It is Bradley Cooper.
Look at Jeannine the Machine.
Jeannine, knowing her coming-of-age films.
Well
and
done.
now we get to your last question in round number 2. You could tie Ben going into round 3 if you get this one right. What is the only Oscar that was won by the 2014 coming-of-age drama Boyhood?
Best actress.
That is incorrect for the steal.
Best supporting actress.
It is Best Supporting Actress, and that is a giant
That's a
steal.
giant steal.
Late in round number 2.
Almost tied it up.
Nice
and
try.
Bateman's got 4-point lead here, but that was a great round by Jeannine the Machine.
But
Just running through it. And then the supporting actress, that might be the thing that determines the match. That's why stealing blows everything up in round number 2.
All right, round number 3 now, Mark. It is the round number 3 to decide who goes on to play either Josh Macuga or Lon Harris right after this match. Who do you got?
This is how we are going to decide it in round number 3. Each competitor is going to get 3 questions. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. What we're going to have is each of you give us a series of numbers. These numbers range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different category of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Because Ben Bateman enjoys a 4-point advantage, we're going to get your preferred numbers first, and then we'll take the numbers from Jeannine.
All right, here we go. Ben, take 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
Go 3, 7, and 17.
3, 7, and 17 for the boss, and for the machine.
2, 6, and 9.
2, 6, and 9.
Keeping it within 10, I like
for the
that.
machine. So the machine is going to go first. She's going to try to avoid the TKO. Here we go, Mark.
All right, Jeannine, you selected number 2 for your 2-point question, and it comes in the world of fantasy science fiction.
Don't fuck this up.
Your question for 2 points is, what is the title of the big screen adaptation of the TV show Firefly?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
What is the title of the big screen adaptation of the TV show Firefly?
Serenity.
That's correct.
She got it.
Correct.
The JTE
She
rule
used it.
coming through
She used
in the
it.
clutch.
That was big. That
Right
was big.
there.
She used it. All right. Next question.
All right,
Next
Jeannine.
question here. Jeannine is category number 6.
And category number 6 feels like one of these right now, and that would be sports. Category of sports movies. Your question is, for 3 points and to reclaim the lead, in the movie Jerry Maguire, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character Rod Tidwell plays for what real NFL team?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't have it. We're looking for the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals. So now,
Arizona Cardinals.
Jeannine the Machine has a chance to go up by 3.
Have you seen the film? It's a great film.
Jeannine has a chance to go by 3 if she can hit her 5-pointer. However, if she misses it, Ben Bateman will advance to play the winner of either Josh Macuga or Lon Harris. If he wins here by TKO, here is the 5-pointer. Question number 9.
Category number 9. And category number 9 for 5 points corresponds to the wonderful world of Disney. These are Disney movies, and your question is, in Disney's Hercules, what is the name of Hades' 2 shape-shifting minions?
Pain and Panic.
It is
Correct!
Pain and Panic.
Wow!
And now Ben Bateman's got some question answering to do.
Unbelievable. Machine fighting through that and avoiding the TKO and forcing Ben Bateman to win here. What a move by Machine. That was incredible stuff. All right, Ben Bateman now chose 3. Here we go. Quiet on set, please. Quiet on set. Ben Bateman chose category number 3. That's Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. Doug Liman directed Brad Pitt in which 2000s action film? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's your first one. Doug Liman directed Brad Pitt in which 2000s action film? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That's correct.
Wow.
2 points. All right, so now Ben Bateman has a chance to win the game if he hits the 3-pointer. If not, he has to hit his 5 in order to win it, but he can win it here with his 3. Dramas. Dramas. Here you go. In the category of dramas, which two Tarantino film stars were reunited in the 2003 film Basic? What the hell is Basic?
It's a film.
No. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
Which two Tarantino film stars were reunited in the 2003 movie Basic?
I'm repeating the question.
Does he know the answer already?
He might.
Is he playing?
5, 4, 3.
Travolta and Sam Jackson.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, advancing to the next match, Ben the Boss Bateman. Bateman does it in a great match here. Jeannine the Machine. The audience actually filled with Machine's friends here, and it is not as a explosive of a reaction, I think, had she would have won.
It's not the popular vote, unfortunately, for Jeannine. And, you know, you really got to look back at that steal that we saw. Best actress versus best supporting actress. It was that close. Could have been a totally different match, and gauntlet for that matter. But that's the way the apple falls from the tree. That's not a quote. So now Ben Bateman will be playing the winner of Lon Harris and Joshua Hercules Macuga.
Now, Jeannine the Machine, though, I think we've been saying this a lot lately, but I think this is the truth. She, even though she lost, she won. Because there's a lot of respect inside of the way that she performed. She had a great first round. She was leading. In the second round, like you said, had she taken her time a little bit, I think maybe she would have thought it out, that one particular question, because she knew it. And then she thought about it and was like, that's right. And that steal was ultimately what won Ben the game.
Yeah, my high school basketball coach used to say there are no moral victories, but I never got a whole lot of playing time. So FM, am I right?
Yeah.
Well done, Jeannine the Machine. But Ben is the winner, and we'll be moving on. And now we're going to hear from both the winner and the loser of this match with our own Jen Sturger. Jen, take it away.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine, aside from that steal, that was a really impressive match. And this is kind of a crazy format for you. Isn't this your first gauntlet?
Yes, it was a little crazy, but I feel like I made a name for myself this season.
You were the talk going into this thing. And honestly, like I said, aside from that steal, that match was absolutely nothing to hang your head about. That steal goes your way. I mean, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This is a totally different match we're looking at.
Definitely.
Jay, you've got to be proud of her performance today.
That is the reason why, Jen, I am not yelling. I am not angry about this.
I just thought you lost your voice again.
No, I'm here. You know what? By the way, your makeup is flawless, but you should have did some flat irons. So here's the thing. I am not mad about her at all losing, but I do have a little bit of gripe to pick, and it's the fact with Ben Bateman doing this dumb shit where he goes, "What's that answer? Repeat the question," when everybody knows he knows it. Like, yo, it's just as obvious as how tight them fucking pants are. Answer the question. Like, do it.
Speaking of answering the question, you really took your time with the Firefly Serenity question. And did you think after that happened, you're like, man, if I just would have given myself a little more time and not jumped the gun in that second round, maybe this would be a little different right now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I knew Patricia Arquette won that award, and I just automatically just thought actress. So kicking myself for that one.
Here's the question, though, that maybe you should bring up to the heads of this, namely Kalinowski and his bitch.
Don't know who that is right now.
Kalinowski and his bitch boy, being the dude in the Hawaiian shirts, because that's what he's pretty much being. Why is it she has to be in gauntlet tournaments when she's clearly the rookie of the year? She should have been given a spot in this. That is a question that needs to be brought up. That is something that needs to be addressed in this league. She shouldn't have had to go through you got to win this one and then this one and then you'll get the last spot. She should have automatically had it. Automatically. But that's the way this league seems to keep going, and nobody seems to do anything about it. But you know what? Things might be in need of a change around this joint. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I don't know. You done?
I think it is a little bit fishy that Chance, Community Chest, whatever his name is, got a spot, and I have to do this, not fair. Not fair.
Yeah, and obviously
Community Chest is in Monopoly. I don't think you got it. It's the other game piece. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
You know what also doesn't make any sense is this is now, God, I've lost count of how many times that you've fallen to Tom Dagnino. That has to be digging at you.
Just pushing the buttons
You're just
today.
pushing all of the buttons, unlike you could push some rollers.
This was your Jimmy
It's okay.
Fallon moment. You just broke, bro.
You know what?
I'll start that over for Christian.
No. Let this be what it is. You ain't shit. This interview's over.
All right, guys, I'm back with Ben the Boss Bateman, and who's the boss?
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Jay Washington. Oh, what do you want to get beat again? God, I own that guy. You know, it's like I just continuously beat this guy. I can't even believe he's in the league anymore.
I can't believe you're still wearing a sock on your face, but here we are.
What? I just got it back. I shipped it out to get it cleaned.
Thank
Placed
God.
it to Estonia. I'm sure you haven't been there.
Can you take? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jen, I'm glad your laughing party is over because I'm about to get serious, okay? I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to embarrass John Rocco. Now, Jeannine, she's very smart. She played a good game. She's a member of Action Army, longtime fan of what I'm doing, which, yeah, I appreciate that. You know, she played a really good game today, and she's talented. She's got a future in this league. It'll always be behind me, and that's just the way it's going to be, but I'm on my way to beat John Rocco. I have very limited time today, so if you can keep this to 1 or 2 questions, that'd be great for me.
So aside from that steal,
That's correct.
Did that steal feel like the momentum shifting in this match for you?
It totally did. I mean, look, she played a good game. I'm not taking anything away from her, but she has Jay Washington in her corner. That means loser. Period. Okay? Point blank.
I will say
And I
this,
am the
you are
manager of
having-
the year again.
You
I
are
will
having
be.
a large amount of success with Who's the Boss.
You see what I'm doing with him here?
Absolutely.
You see what I'm doing with him here?
Yes.
Championships. Period. And then we're going to
really-
take down that dope Roca.
You really think you're going to be winning Manager of the Year?
Are you kidding? Who else is there?
Look, I just finished a 37-hour negotiation on a new company, okay? I'm very tired. I don't have a lot of time, as I mentioned. But I want one more time to remind everybody here that Jeannine, she did a great job. I didn't play my best game today. I left points on the table, but I still got where I needed to get to. Now, it's just what's in front of me. That's all that matters. Thank you, Jessica.
Speaking of what's in front of you, though, one last question.
Full speed ahead.
In front of me. You look great. Thank you.
Full speed ahead.
Who do you want
And
to
who's
win?
next?
Lon or
Macuga?
Macuga?
Who's Macuga? Macuga, did he make it to the building today? And then the other guy, Leapin' Lonnie Poffo, whatever his name is, he's got no shot either.
Just shut his mic off.
All right.
Well, as you see, Dagnino once again seems to be back on top here with the acquisition of Ben Bateman. As a manager, he beats Jay Washington again. Jay not happy about it, obviously, as we see in the post interview. But Jeannine the Machine, like Jen said, a lot of respect here was earned by Jeannine the Machine.
Yep.
And now we sit back, and Ben's got to go right at it again because he's got to play the winner here, Harris or Macuga. And I cannot wait to see it, partner.
I hope Ben has some Cliff Bars, some iced tea in that briefcase of his because he's going to need all the help, all the hydration, all the nourishment he can. Just watching this next match, going to be a lot of talking, a lot of fireworks, some questions going to be answered correctly, and then Ben is going to play the winner.
All right, now we are going to be doing this today. You guys are seeing it, you know, Tuesday, then Friday.
We're not changing
whatever.
clothes.
But we're not changing. It's the same day, and
Same
it leads
shirt.
up. The winner of this whole thing plays Clark Wolf, and the singles tournament begins for a shot to play the champion, John Rocca, at Schmoedown Spectacular 3. Which one of these competitors left will do it? Will it be Ben Bateman? Will it be Lon Harris? Will it be Josh Macuga? Well, stay tuned to Josh Macuga and Lon Harris coming up soon. Schmoedown Gauntlet. It's the ultimate Schmoedown. Beginning of the singles tournament. It's the Gauntlet. I'm Christian Harloff.
I am Mark Ellis, and this is the same shirt I wore for the first one, as it will be for the next match. And Christian, the exciting thing about a Macuga versus Harris matchup is you have a contrast of styles, a contrast of backgrounds. Lon Harris living in his ivory tower as a professor, reading sonnets, quoting Shakespeare. Then you have Joshua Macuga, plucked from the gutters of Pittsburgh, and he's here today to try to take down a Titan.
Josh Macuga is a veteran of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. He is the Arturo Gatti of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. He has been playing since the first tournament. He was a finalist in the first tournament. Mark Riley won his first title against Josh Macuga in those finals. He has been in every tournament we've had so far. He almost missed out this year. JTE was supposed to be in. JT's injury has taken him out for the entire season. He is gone, and Macuga took the spot willingly and wanted to go. We've seen upsets from Macuga before. Macuga has beat me in the first tournament. Macuga beat Clark Wolf, who he would ultimately play should he win this whole gauntlet. The Macuga magic is stuff of legends. However, this time he's going up against the Professor Lon Harris, who is making a run for Player of the Year this year when he had that amazing match against Ethan Irwin. You see what he did in the teams tournament, and here he is making his run in the singles tournament. Lon Harris, should he get to Clark Wolf and make his way to John Roca, I think is a shoo-in for Player of the Year.
Yeah, Lon Harris, a guy that we look at to maybe one day be wearing belts, and I say multiple belts with that. He's not my favorite Harris anymore because we met his brother, but Lon's still a valiant competitor. But Josh Macuga, you're right. I have made a living off of counting Josh Macuga out. When I met him, I said, I don't want to be friends with this guy, yet we're friends. Every time he's in a match, I say he's going to lose. He usually ends up winning. When we're eating lunch together, I think he's going to choke. He has not choked but twice.
So what do you think? Do you think he's going to win this match?
No, I do not.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen. He has played a lot. He has played a lot of matches to see what he's going to be able to do against the Professor. It is anyone's guess. As we get into their pre-interviews, both excited, here we go.
I feel like somebody that has been given the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm like that golfer that keeps getting exempted into tournament after major tournament, because the Ultimate Schmoedown is nothing without the Wildman. And let me tell you why. Because the first ever Ultimate Schmoedown, I went all the way to the finals. You know who I beat along the way? A pink-fairied Christian Harloff.
Hello, students. I've been informed that I had to come down here today because there's a tournament to compete, to be allowed to enter the competition, to face off against someone, to face the... I should be skipping over all of this. This is ridiculous busy work for me. This is the equivalent of being in detention of the Schmoedown. I should go immediately to be taking on the champion, Mr. John Rocha.
Everybody counts me out. I've played 19 matches, I think, and guess how many I've won? 9 of them. That's right, I'm almost 500. And along the way, some of those victories, easy. Some of them, extremely difficult. Clark Wolf, JTE. Who else did I beat? I know them, and they're good.
I have faced against this Mr. Macuga before, this horticulturalist, studier of botanicals and wild berries. Listen, if this were a competition surveying the finer bathroom floors of the Los Angeles area, this man would obviously be more than qualified. But it is not. We are not about to be served grappa during this competition. This is about film, this is about cinema, this is about education, and that's why it's shocking, I say, that I've been asked to once again sound off against Mr. Macuga and prove why the Greek system should be abolished throughout the Schmoedown.
The Professor. Did any of you like your professors in college? I don't think so. The only time anybody ever liked a professor was in Saved by the Bell the college years, and that wasn't even that good of a show. You're probably thinking, where is this going? This is leading all the way to victory. Victory for the Wildberries, redemption for the Wild Man, and redemption for the Wildberry Wildman Nation. Together, synergy, victory.
Let's skip through my match against Mr. Macuga, and he can get back to his wildberry study. He can once again return to the cafeteria and enjoy fruit pies while I go on and face some actual competition.
Look, Lon Harris thinks he's already played Macuga in the first round when JTE was his partner still and disposed of him and the Elliot Dewberry, the Wildberries. Thinks it's beneath him to have to play Josh Macuga in this. He thinks it's beneath him to play in a gauntlet in general. He thinks, as he calls him, he should be playing John Rocha and playing him in the Schmoedown Spectacular. Now you look at the Wildman Josh Macuga, who we said before, he's been counted out before, and he has done it time in and time again. Can he get to Ben Bateman, who had just won that match against the Machine? Can he do it today? I'd say he's a 10-1 Vegas underdog here, but we'll see what happens.
See, I would give him 12-1 odds. I mean, you look at the guy, his parents didn't want him, we didn't want him, yet he continues to stick around, and now he's one of our favorite dear friends. But with this, Christian, Macuga versus Harris, as much as I want to see this matchup, I'd rather see a sitcom where Lon Harris has to knock on the door of Josh Macuga, telling him to politely turn down his music.
Well, they're going to turn down a lot today as we get to the tail of the tape. That made no sense. Here we go. So we start.
Not a great segue.
Not at all. We start with the tail of the tape. Josh Macuga, 80s movies, sports movies, and the history of beer pong. And then we get the professor, Lon Harris, who has classics, 80s movies, and hating beer pong.
Yeah, he's not a big beer pong. But you know who loves beer pong? The entire Macuga family. Hi,
True.
John and Deb.
Yeah, well, there we go. That is the tail of the tape. Lon Harris, Josh Macuga. Buddy, you ready to get going?
Whew, I am ready once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
They're excited. Is it for the Wildman? Is it for the Professor? Is it for both?
Introducing first, representing the Wildberries with a record of 8 wins, 9 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wildman, Josh Macuga. Our tournament season runs down the Wildman.
Look at Josh Macuga, the money pants. Shower. That is real, actual money that is in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that everybody in the audience hasn't tried to grab some for themselves like 1989's Batman.
And his opponent, representing the Harris brothers with a record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. He is the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown Team finalist.
I take a look at my life and realize it's Lon
Harris. What a year by the Professor. What a year. Had a great match with Cody Hall, an amazing match with Nerman.
But Josh
Mow the lawn! Mow the lawn! Mow the lawn!
The Professor looks.
The crowd here clearly in support of Josh
The
Macuga.
Professor would like to say something.
I was just going to say all of the money that was strewn about here would definitely pay for a semester at bar. Certainly help Mr. Macuga.
Ah, thank you, Lon. I appreciate that. You're a hell of a guy. I do have a college education. Shockingly, I have a diploma.
All right, well,
That's
there
right,
you go.
Josh Macuga, a graduate of Penn State University,
That's
and
correct.
I will point out, fun fact, $5 of the $200 that was thrown at Macuga was actually his.
Yep.
All right, well, with that, we are going to now get into the rules of the matchup. Mark, how does round number 1 work?
In round number 1, the field of competitors, both Josh and Lon, are going to hear 8 questions from 8 different corners of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing available in round number 1. I will remind each competitor that as soon as the question is asked, you have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. Once we address you by name, to show your answer to the camera at the same time you verbalize it into the microphone, please do so in a expedient fashion. And I'll remind each competitor as well of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. You're not sure you heard a question correctly, you need to buy yourself some time, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to use throughout the 3 rounds.
All right, so with that, we are ready to go. The Professor, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Josh, are you ready?
I don't know why you keep giving me these opportunities, but I'm psyched.
Ladies and gentlemen, then it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown!
And It's answers like that right there why he keeps getting these opportunities.
And
I want to thank everybody for their support. Really,
Yeah.
thank you guys. It's great.
And-
Josh Macuga for Jeopardy.
And I'm
Thanks,
going to allow the crowd in the comment section to make fun of me that I pulled a Mark Ellis there and I didn't say let's get ready to Schmoedown. All right, let's start with...
Wow, Wonder Boy, who always gets it right.
Not this time. All right, here we go. Number one. Question number one.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Action adventure.
right?
Yeah, that's right. Action adventure. Action adventure. Sylvester Stallone's iconic John Rambo character is a veteran of which war?
All right, everybody at home, everybody in the crowd, brace yourselves because Christian is about to do his Stallone impression. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Fire off a shot.
1. Fire a shot!
Oh, there it is.
Lon Harris.
I believe it's the Vietnam War.
Yes, sir. Josh Macuga.
Vietnam.
Yes, that works.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Move on to animated movies.
Move it.
These are movies that are animated, drawn by computer or on hand.
Yeah, we've heard the joke before, Mark.
Piece
Let's
of paper. The question is,
go. I'm kidding. He's my friend. He gave me 12 to 1. What the hell?
Dear John and Deb, your question is, in Disney's The Jungle Book, what is the name of Mowgli's bear friend?
Oh, son of a beast.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question. I know it's early. Give
In
me a break.
Disney's The Jungle Book, what is the name of Mowgli's bear friend?
This is so wrong.
I cannot wait to see what Macuga writes down.
Very curious.
5, 4, 3,
This is so wrong.
2, 1. I'm going to do something a little different here. Macuga.
Did you believe?
Incorrect. Lon.
I believe it's Baloo.
That's correct. All right, that's
Baloo.
correct. That's correct. That's correct.
Again, this is why we keep giving him opportunities.
Jubilee's closer than I thought you were going to.
Right?
All right, sorry about that.
I knew it was like a bull.
All right, here we go.
Shoot
Next
fireworks out of his
category.
paws.
Next category is dramas. Dramas.
Ooh.
Who directed the 1995 crime drama Heat?
I don't know if it was Rudyard Kipling or the Disney people that came up with the Jungle Book names. I kind of like Jubilee
5,
better.
4,
Jubarely.
3, 2, 1. Lon Harris.
It is the director Michael Mann.
It is correct answer. Josh Macuga.
Michael Mann.
There you go. 3-2. 3-2. Next question.
Also did Bad Boys, I believe. No, that was Michael Bay. All right, your next question from the world of disaster movies.
Oh.
Disaster films.
So
and your
your
question
dating
is,
life. Oh, my bad.
Wow, you're taking shots. He's taking shots. You want
I
to
didn't,
challenge him?
I didn't hear what he
So your
said.
dating life is a disaster movie.
He is accurate. Your question is, who plays Jake Lawson, the main architect behind the global weather controlling system in 2017's Geostorm?
I thought you were going to say Oscar-winning Geostorm. Is that a lie? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Macuga.
I had never seen this movie. I just guessed The Rock.
Incorrect. Lon Harris.
A fine actor. I'm running a symposium on him next semester. It's Gerard Butler.
That's correct. That's right. 4-2.
Symposium is
All
a
right.
great professor word.
Here we go. Next question. Next question is fantasy sci-fi. Who portrayed the amphibian asset in The Shape of Water?
Who portrayed?
Who portrayed the amphibian asset in The Shape of Water?
You know what the name of the amphibian was? Oh, he's
5, 4,
if he wrote down Jubilee
3,
again.
2, 1. Lon.
I believe the actor's name is Doug Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, real skinny guy. Doug Jones.
Got it. 5-3. 5-3. Macuga hanging in there. Hanging in there. Next question.
This is what he does. Your question is from the world of comedies.
We've heard it. Good. Keep going.
Your question is, you'll find the characters of Louis Winthorpe III and Billy Ray Valentine in what 80s comedy?
Professor might have gotten stumped. Doesn't look.
All right,
I think he got it.
Writing down awfully fast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Macuga.
Trading Places?
Yes, sir.
I also had Trading Place.
Wow. Lon Harris,
right.
perfect still. 6'4". Lon Harris is a beast in movie trivia. No offense to Bibiani.
That's
Here we
right.
go.
2 questions remain. If Lon can get both of these correctly as he asked the previous 6, we will be asking a bonus question just to the professor.
Can I ask the bonus question?
You may not.
All right.
You may not.
Next question is from Thriller, not the Michael Jackson album. Ben Affleck plays the iconic CIA analyst Jack Ryan
In which 2002 film?
What's your favorite song off Thriller? Mine would be
Billie
Beat
Jean.
It.
I'm a Billie Jean guy.
Because Beat It
5,
features Edward Van Halen
4, not Eat
on
It.
guitar.
3,
Great Weird Al.
2, 1. Pens down, and Lon Harris.
The Sum of All Fears.
Yes, sir. Josh Macuga.
Some of all fears.
Yep.
Wow.
And 7-5.
Couple
7-5.
of Tom Clancy
But
readers
now,
up there.
Now Lon Harris has a chance to get a perfect round. If he does, then we'll get a bonus question. Macuga does not get the bonus. He has 5 points. Here we
And
go.
he will not be asking the bonus question either. Once again, Category 8 is a Patreon question. The following question is sponsored by Movie Trivia Schmoedown patron John Patterson. Thank you, John Patterson, and all of our Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon supporters. Check it out today. Select which tier is right for you. John Patterson says he wants movie quotes.
Oh, crap.
These are movie quotes. So your question is, what Tarantino film finds a character stating, "Gentlemen, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention"? And Robert Butler III reacting.
5, 4,
RB3 did the Michael
3,
Jordan
2,
shrug.
1. Macuga.
Reservoir Dogs?
It's incorrect.
Spoken by Leonardo DiCaprio in Django Unchained.
That's correct. Lon Harris has a perfect round. Again, it seems to be becoming a habit of Lon Harris. Perfect round for Lon Harris as we get to the bonus. Lon, you have the bonus question here. You do not have to write it down. You just have to answer it. Here you go.
Ask away, Josh.
Nope.
In Bad Boys 2.
Nope. In
KKK member Michael Shannon.
Oh.
in
In the film, not in reality. He's a
I
lovely
want
man.
this sitcom.
All right, here we go. In 10 Things I Hate About You,
Again?
who plays the new student Cameron James, who's trying to get a date with Bianca? Five.
It's Heath Ledger.
It's incorrect. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Come on,
Doesn't
Lon,
get the
you
1
big
point.
dummy.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Macuga firing angry barbs.
missing
Will the
it.
professor shake his hand? There it is.
Well
All
played,
right.
sir. Well played.
So he
See me after
did.
class.
Still got a perfect round. Just
Perfect
missed
round.
the
Just
bonus.
missed the bonus.
question.
Alex. 8-5. 8-5. Having a 3-point lead here. Macuga can come back. He's come back before from 3 points. He's come back from 6 points before. So 3 points as we get into round number 2. Mark, how's that work?
Round number 2 is known as the wheel round, the wheel of justice, fate, and doom for one poor competitor. Each competitor gets a spin at the wheel. If you don't like the category you spin first, you are awarded a mulligan. Josh, that's golfing for do-over, unless you get opponent's choice. Now, once you settle on a movie trivia category, you're going to be asked 4 questions inside that genre. Each question's worth 2 points, but if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. Should you hit that one, you get 1 point. Keep in mind, both competitors, stealing is available in round number 2. And I would like to point out that Dan Streetbeck is a Patreon supporter, and he has a Leonardo DiCaprio-sponsored slice. So thank you, Dan, for doing that. And we also have a sponsored slice that is comedy. So if one of the competitors lands on comedies, we will say the name of that patron. Very exciting stuff in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon.
Josh Macuga has used 1 JTE rule. Lon has all 3. Lon, you are in the lead here by 3. Would you like to go first or second?
I shall spin first.
There you go. Please spin from the wheel, not the peg.
Spin from the wheel, unlike that ne'er-do-well Ben Bateman.
Yeah. Here we go. Lon goes right up there.
There it is. That's a big
I like
professor spin.
Little unknown fact about Lon Harris, was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
That's true.
Wow, Pennsylvania.
Well, I mean,
How dare you? I love Lon Harris.
yeah, this is a state.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This could be opponent's choice, Christian.
Crime movies. He's going to keep crime movies. All right, crime movies it is. Crime movies. All right, I will take the professor here. Crime movies. All right, professor. Crime movies. Who played the mobster Charlie Lucky Luciano in 1991's Mobsters?
Andy Garcia.
That's incorrect for the 2-point steal.
This could be big, Christian.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Could you repeat the question?
I can. Who played mobster Charlie Lucky Luciano in 1991's Mobsters? 5, 4,
Is it Richard Dreyfuss?
Looking for Christian Slater.
Oh.
Christian Slater.
Both
right.
odd choices.
All right.
He got his team
that was the second
heartthrobs
one.
mixed up there.
I could see Richard Dreyfuss as a
That was the
monster.
second.
Richard Dreyfuss on the cover of Tiger Beat.
All right, Lon, here's question 2. The title of The Usual Suspects was inspired by a line from which classic film?
The Big
5.
Sleep.
It's incorrect.
I'm going to say 12 Angry Men.
Casablanca is the answer. Casablanca. All right.
Blanca. And, you know, Macuga hasn't capitalized on the stealing opportunities,
not yet.
but Lon Harris is already halfway through his round
Yep.
number 2 and has no points to show for it.
Here is the next one. In Pulp Fiction, Amanda Plummer played Honey Bunny. Who played the character Pumpkin?
It's Tim Roth.
2 points.
There's the professor we know and adore.
And your last question, Lon Harris in crime. Which film features Joe Pantoliano as Caesar, a mafioso whose girlfriend wants out?
It's Bound.
2 points.
That was
All right,
a tough question, and Lon Harris got it.
Lon gets himself the last 2, comes back from those first 2 misses, and Macuga finds himself down 7 points as he goes for his spin. If he hits something he's good at, we got a nice little match on our
This is
hands.
very doable
Spin
here.
it from the wheel, please.
Please grab the wheel.
Here's the spin by Macuga.
The crowd is
shouting.
putty in the hands of a
And
professional
he's looking-
showman like Josh Macuga.
He's looking for sports.
But will the wheel abide?
He's looking for sports.
By his desires.
He's looking for sports.
Coming towards action adventure, Christian. This could be it.
New releases. He wants to wait.
He's going to spin
right
again.
Away. Right away.
Just right away.
It's interesting, though. You would go away from it.
That's almost like in golf where he hit the ball before the ball
He doesn't
rested.
even look. He's hiding. He's hiding
He
behind.
can't even look.
He's
I guess
looking.
we'll be telling him whether he...
Uh-oh.
This could be opponent's choice. This could be real bad. This could be real bad.
Oh, no.
So now we know Macuga wanted sports movies. What kind of a sportsman is Lon Harris?
I believe we'll go with romance.
Romance.
Going to go with
All right,
romance, and I think Lon may have underestimated Josh Macuga's knowledge in this category, Christian. Macuga, you have not spun romance, but Lon Harris bestowed you with that category because he thinks you're weak and your heart is black.
Yeah, I do think that.
Your first question in the world of romance. In what movie does Richard Gere play a lawyer who takes up dancing?
Lawyer takes up dancing.
5, 4,
Man, I
3,
thought I knew the man's catalog.
2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Save the Last Dance, B, Dance With Me, C, Let's Dance, or D, Shall We Dance?
I'm going to go D, Shall We Dance.
He's guessing
1 point.
correctly so
the
far.
magic. The magic happens.
12 to
Coming
6.
up, Macuga.
All right, Josh. Your next question. In what movie does Johnny Depp make dinner rolls dance on a restaurant counter?
Is it Benny and June?
2 points for Josh Macuga. Benny and June, also starring Aidan Quinn, who's in a Wake Forest football film. Your next category, Josh. Halfway through this round. In what month do Tom and Summer meet in 500 Days of Summer?
This is so stupid because multiple choice is going to give me a bunch of
5,
months.
4, 3.
May?
That is incorrect for the steal on.
March?
Looking for January. January.
That's
New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, gentlemen. Josh, this is your last question. In the world of romance, and if he gets this right, Christian, he's only trailing Lon by 2 going into the last round. Alan Alda of TV's MASH fame wrote, directed, and starred in which 1990s wedding movie that also starred himself and Molly Ringwald?
Five.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, American Wedding, B, Muriel's Wedding, C, Monsoon Wedding, or D, Betsy's Wedding?
Muriel's wedding?
It is not for the Steel Lon Harris.
I believe it's American Wedding.
It is not that either. It is Betsy.
Betsy's
She got
wedding.
married. Congratulations,
12,
Betsy.
but it's only 4 points.
I've never even heard of this movie.
I haven't either.
All right.
Yelling at me.
It is the third round, and Macuga only down by 4 points here as we get into round number 3. Both didn't have a strong second round, but Lon got enough points to give himself a 4-point lead going into round number 3.
But we
Mark,
know
how's
those
it work?
Macugas. I mean, they've come back from greater deficits in round 3 than this, and how it's going to shake out in round number 3 is each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These are 3 numbers. They can range from 1 to 20. Lon, because you do enjoy a 4-point advantage, you'll be giving us your numbers first. Each number corresponds to a different movie trivia category up here at the answer desk. Your first number is going to be a 2-point question. Second one is 3 points. And your last question, should we make it that far, Josh, is a 5-pointer. Lon Harris, your numbers.
I'll go with 6, 12, and 16.
6, 12, and 16
All
for
evens.
Lon Harris. Josh Macuga.
3, 9, 19.
He went
All
odds,
right,
Christian.
3, 9, and 19 for the Wildman. I got it, so we're going
Good
now.
numbers, good numbers.
Josh Macuga only has 1 JTE rule left, and he's trying to avoid the TKO
I feel like a Pittsburgh Steeler coach. I went out timeouts way too early.
Here we go. Josh Macuga, your 3-pointer is Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, from Carl's Jr.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
My 2-pointer.
Your 2-pointer.
2-point.
Matthew McConaughey stars alongside Jessica Parker in which 2006 romantic comedy?
It also stars in Naked Terry Bradshaw in Failure to Launch.
2 points for Macuga. So
How many
Macuga-
questions can you
Yeah.
ask if it's going to have a nude Pittsburgh Steeler
I
in the
mean,
film?
Yeah,
Come on.
Muga.
Mooga.
Josh Macuga can turn it back to Lon Harris if he hits this. If not, he's going to be forced to hit his 5. Here we go. 3-pointers, directors. 3-pointers,
Directors.
All right. Who wrote and directed the classic 1999 comedy Office Space?
Oh, Mike Judge.
3 points.
Wow.
3 points. All right.
If
so
we're
Lon,
talking things I'm strong in,
Lon
it's
Harris.
McConaughey and Office Space.
so Lon,
Let's go.
Lon Harris now. Lon Harris.
Lon Harris, Christian, you got to wonder if he's starting to feel a little bit of the heat that is coming off that Macuga magic or Macuga's money pants. Now, Lon, you, for your 2-point question, you said number 6. Mm-hmm. And that is an even number, and it corresponds up here to the world of animated movies.
Oh, man.
These are movies
You would
that
make
are
a great
drawn by
animated
hand or on a
character.
computer.
Thank you.
Lon,
Oh, you're welcome.
your question for animated films for 2 points and to regain control of the lead. Who provides the voice of Rapunzel in the 2010 Disney film Tangled?
Just watch this one.
I believe it is Mandy Moore.
It
2
is
points.
Mandy Moore.
All right.
And
So now he
Lon back on
forces it.
top. Macuga now has his 5-pointer. Can he reach deep into the pockets of his money pants and pull out another miracle?
Here you go. Josh Macuga.
I'm going to remain seated.
Josh Macuga. So your 5-pointer comes in the realm of Mr.
Of what?
Of Mr. Charlie Sheen.
The Wild Thing gets Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen.
Are you kidding?
Is that a category?
Here you go.
Sheen.
Yes, Charlie Sheen is a category, and Charlie Sheen, for your 5-pointer, played a high school football player in this 1986 film opposite Corey Haim. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Last one. Charlie Sheen played a high school football player in this 1986 film opposite Corey Haim. Five, 4, 3, 2.
License to drive.
And your winner, advancing to the next match, the Professor, Lon Harris. The answer was Lucas.
Looking for Lucas. Lucas and Macuga kicking himself.
And Macuga.
Oh, no, Macuga's down. Do we have paramedics?
He had it, and should he? If he would have gotten that, he would have forced Lon to hit his 5. Man, that is crushing. He knew it, and Lucas takes out Macuga, and Lon Harris is to play Ben Bateman again. Here comes the matchup once again between Bateman and the Professor.
Jen Sturger and our
Sturger
great
and
PA
Alex dragging the
trying to drag Macuga off. He doesn't want to leave. He really doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
But let these
Crushing
theatrics
defeat.
not take away from Lon Harris. He clearly knows his stuff. Both competitors struggled a little bit in round number 2, and now Macuga doing the Screech Powers walk from Saved by the Bell, slowly drifting off camera. But a hug shared between the two competitors and Christian, an entertaining match. And again, Macuga asked at the top of the show, why do we keep happening back? Matches like this are the reason.
He just couldn't pull it. He just couldn't pull it. That was it. The magic was there for most of the match. It just gave out.
The girl from Goonies. She's the lead.
Yep. You see, he remembers. He knew it, and it just beat him down. But Lon Harris will be playing Ben Bateman right now. Well, for you guys, it'll be in a couple of days, but for us, it'll be right now. And before we
won't spoil it.
No, I do have an announcement, though. I will not be calling that match. Joining you on the table for that match is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, the Beast. William Bibbiani will be calling that match with you as Ben Bateman and Lon Harris go head-to-head to figure out who's going to be playing Clark Wolf. And let's go talk to Jen Sturger, who's with the crushed, defeated Josh Macuga and the professor, Lon Harris. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger.
It was Lucas! It was Lucas!
It was Lucas, Josh.
All right, listen, here's the thing.
You actually kind of look like you knew what you were doing out there today. It was
I know,
kind of
right? It wasn't bad, right?
Oh my God.
I only had, I don't know, like 6 beers before it. A couple of shots of whiskey. It wasn't too bad.
No. You kept your composure.
I could see
but
Charlie
you missed
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
God.
That's like you missing a Bad Boys 2 question. I don't know what's more embarrassing.
I know. And we used to make fun of this dude that I went to college with because he looked like Lucas. And I've seen that movie before multiple times. It used to be back in the day, like on TNT, they were like, coming up next, Lucas. And I'm like, oh,
It's Lucas and Field of Dreams.
Yes.
And then back to Lucas.
Back to back. Yeah.
Sometimes Major League.
But you know what? Lon Harris, great dude. Hell of a beard. Hell of a blazer game he's got going on. I would listen to whatever he said. I don't care if he taught a class on frogs that knew how to sing. I'd be like, oh, I get to see frogs singing. It'd be fantastic. But here I am again losing, Jen.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm tired of friggin' losing. I could have taken on Ben Bateman, who plays this game, where he's like, well, I don't know the answer. Hold on, let me repeat the question. Travolta. Got you guys. One.
Should I even be out here for this?
Okay. Yes. Come over here.
Oh, God. Shit.
Can you get us RB3? Are we in?
And then there's Jeannine The Machine. I'm pretty sure she has a bionic arm. I could have beaten her, too. Jen?
It was in a cast, but yeah, sure.
It was a cast?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I feel bad.
Legitimately, I am angry. Now, do I think that Lon would have got his last couple questions wrong? Probably not, because the guy apparently is Drago at the beginning when he kills Apollo. But I have a feeling that somehow I'm going to get back into some singles match soon. And I don't know why, but I keep losing really close. And I think I'm kind of entertaining to the fans.
You really are.
Not to my people that actually know me. They're like, God, this guy's freaking annoying. But I could do it, Jen. I could do it.
Too.
I just need a bunch of more chances. Who knew that Rich... And people need to buy more T-shirts on TeePublic because they are sweet T-shirts. And also, could somebody put more stuff on the wheel that I know? What are these romance movies they're pulling from? What are Betsy's Wedding? Fuck Betsy. I don't even know her. I know Betsy Ross. She made a flag. Okay? I know. That's it. Betsy shouldn't even be in a wedding. Lucas, you fucking asshole.
Anyway, guys, go to TeePublic, buy a Wildberry shirt. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
And Josh Macuga for Jeopardy. I can't even breathe right now.
Macuga for Jeopardy. I want to thank everybody for tuning into these matches. As terrible as I've performed lately, I really appreciate all the love and support.
But seriously, Corey Haim and Sheen, and I didn't get it. Lon, fuck you.
Sorry. Lon's great. Great, hell of a guy. Man, I am really melting down here. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Is that you do the outro? All right, sorry.
And I'm back with Lon.
Let me get this out.
Thank you. What a respectful young man.
Jesus. Oh, Lon, are you as exhausted as I am from this tournament?
It's very tiring. It's a long day. I'm looking
Gauntlet
forward.
is kicking my butt.
Wow,
And I'm not even competing.
It's like having office hours for 12 straight hours. I'm stuck here. It's hot. I just want to relax, maybe open a good 700-page book and take a load off, but I can't do it yet. I've got to stay here and fight through this next round and defeat Mr. Bateman.
But we have to say, were you a little impressed with Josh Macuga's performance out there today?
I was quite impressed with Mr. Macuga. He's clearly been boning up. He's clearly been studying. He's clearly been hitting the books. And I thought he did a workmanlike job today.
Sure.
Utterly workmanlike.
Okay. But so now going forward, obviously, you're going to be facing Ben Bateman.
I am, yes. Like many an undergraduate, a surly young man who sits in the back of the room, waits too long to answer the questions, interrupts constantly, creating a tense atmosphere. I've dealt with his kind many, many times.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure you have a very busy 5 minutes between this and the next match.
I have a full docket, yes. I have many, many report cards to fill out.
And 700 pages of books.
I do.
Back to you guys.
Lon Harris, cocky, ready to play Ben Bateman again, ready to do battle with him once again. Macuga is devastated, but Macuga knew that he knew it. Macuga's just ready to play. He's one of those guys, he'll be playing in this league until we stop this league.
He's just such an entertaining force to be reckoned with. And so chalk advances because Lon Harris and Ben Bateman were the two favorites. But I got to tell you, I'm a little bummed that we don't have time today to film a consolation match between Macuga and Jeannine, but I do have a reservation at Islands.
I will tell you that Macuga and Jeannine is a great match. I think it's in a very...
Oh, did I just come up with one?
No, I think they might have...
My first time ever.
Well... Macuga and Stacey Howard actually have played one another, so it would be a good match indeed, maybe next season. But this season is still going down as we find out what is going to...
It was Lucas.
I know.
It was, in fact, Lucas.
You missed it.
It's going to be okay.
You should
Le'Veon Bell's going to come back.
JT rules. All right, so Josh Macuga and for Mark Ellis, Christian Arloff, remember, this is going to see Ben Bateman versus Lon Harris, who plays Clark Wolf, and then the tournament begins to see who gets a shot at the current champion, John Roca, at the Schmoedown Spectacular. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
All right, man, yeah, I'm telling you what just happened. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, I mean, after all these wins, it's been months we've been doing this thing. Months we've been pulling his string. He grew a pair of balls. It came out of nowhere. His balls just dropped right in front of me. I mean, I guess it's pretty impressive, but I mean, that's the way he put it down. So, hey, what do you want me to do? I mean, you think I should pull the trigger now? No? Okay, all right, listen. Okay. You're serious? Make him dance one more time? All right, man, you got it. Okay. All right, well.